Okay. Live. I've never done one of these live things, so forgive me if it's going a little slow, but I just had an experience and I have to talk about it. So, my name is Johnny Fuentes, and I just had a crazy DMT experience from taking mushrooms. I took I took one mushroom, and then, but also I took Adderall, I took marijuana, I took drink, and I took a little bit of cocaine. So I understand that it's not really possible to achieve a DMT state, even to the highest degree, because we really went to the level of where there was nothing, there was blackness. So I want to start it by introducing myself. So I'm 29, and I've done mushrooms. I've done mushrooms. I've done LSD. I've done weed. I've done MDMA. I've done Fizz, which is something that you can't even get nowadays. I've also done Adderall. What else have I done? I've done a lot of drugs, so I'm already familiar with the concept of doing drugs. I majored in business at Cal City State. I'm not trying to flex, but it's just to give you perspective of who I am, right? So this experience has really, there is nothing like what I had experienced just now. And so I just really want to get comfortable and just be myself. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to be myself because I'm not really comfortable in the mic and talking like this because it feels like I'm talking to a computer. So I'm taking a little drink. So the experience that I had happened last night, and it was unexpected because I wasn't purposely trying to take DMT. I was hanging out with two friends, and it just so happened that I had a mushroom, magic mushroom. There was only one, and I took it. And once I took it, it gave me a DMT experience. I don't know how that happened. So I'm not an expert in terms of drugs, in terms of like how did that mushroom give me a DMT experience, a full level to the point where I went to the point where it was black. It was nothingness. So let me start from the beginning. So the whole thing was a roller coaster. The whole thing, it was at first it was amazing, it was great, and then it went down to something that was really, really, really scary, and then backed up to amazing and to scary and just horrifying, and then eventually I was able to get out. I thought that I was going to die, to be honest, and I was really trying to fight for my life. Um, I'm fine for now. I really am. So I'm grateful. So like, in fact, like I'm glad that I do have the mentality and also I guess the maturity. I don't know what you call it, but I get that some people would be really fractured or dismantled by that experience. But I'm grateful that I'm at a level where I could have that experience and just be fine. Because if that happened to me 5 years ago, um, that would not be good. That would have actually, I don't know what would happen, but I know that I'm at a level of maturity where I can have that experience and be fine. It was scary. It was really scary. So let me start. So I wrote some notes. So I'm looking at my notes right now. So let me explain what happened. So that the event happened yesterday, and I want to explain the details of what happened. So I was hanging out. I took one Adderall. So I want to be very specific of what I took. So if you know, if you had a similar experience, then maybe that'll be. good to just talk about and just like I'm not the only one that got a DMT experience out of not using DMT because I never used DMT. I don't even know how to get DMT. I live in San Jose, California. Um, I just I'm not even looking for DMT, but I was aware, and I know Joe Rogan. I like listening to his podcast. I know he takes DMT, and I was really fascinated by the idea of DMT. But I'm scared of roller coasters, and DMT is the ultimate roller coaster. So it's just weird that it's something that I wasn't chasing. I was fascinated by it. I seen many I read the book on DMT by uh Joe Rogan did a how do you say a documentary about the doctor, the scientist that studied DMT and give it to people, and it actually helped them. And what's crazy is that the experiences that they had is very similar to the experiences that I had, which is why that I understand that this was a DMT experience without taking DMT. I don't know how that happened. I really don't, but I just want to log it because it was such a profound experience. I never thought it would happen to me, and I like kind of like I'm really fascinated by like these kinds of things, these subjects. So the fact that it happened to me is like it's I have to talk about it, even though even though I'm not doing a good job in talking because I'm not prolific in the area of talking to myself in front of a camera. If I was talking to someone, I could do a better job, but I can't talk to myself in front of the camera. So, word of advice. Okay, so I have these notes, and like I'm doing this as quickly as I can. So all of this is rough. I might do a edited version because this is just the long term. This is the uncut version. This is the raw, just emotional. I'm getting comfortable. For one, I'm getting comfortable in the camera. For one, and besides that, let's get in it. Okay, so I was hanging out yesterday with two friends, and they were two good friends, and they're really close to mine. And I won't name them just for the sake of privacy. So I took it. I took one Adderall, and then I was also drinking after because that's what I do. I do drink. Um, Unfortunately, after that, we were talking. We were discussing ideas. It got a little heated, to be honest, and but it was in a productive way. I claim to be self-aware, but I know that the human mind is so complex that we don't really know what we know about ourselves. So I might say that I'm self-aware. I hope that I am, but I know that I could be wrong. I'm aware that there's flaws that I have to still find out about myself in order to self-actualize to be my best self. So I'm aware that I'm not perfect. I'm aware that even though I've gone through many experiences that made me mature, or before maybe I was bullied to a little extent, or even thought little of myself, and now like I feel great. I feel like I am confident. I am strong, but also I know there's a lot of things that I need to work on myself. I'm 29, so we were hanging out in my room, in this room, right? And then we taking cocaine a little bit and drinking um, some uh, some alcohol, and then also some marijuana. And then eventually, I had this mushroom that I got from a party, and in this party, of course, I'm skeptic, as in like I'm not gonna take this right now because this was free, and for all I know, this could have been laced with something else. But Everyone else at the party took the mushrooms, and I saw them eat it, but I saved mine because I had already taken Molly in that party, so I didn't want to mix those kinds of drugs. So I saved my mushroom, and then what happened is that they all took the mushrooms in that party 2 days ago, and then they were fine. Nothing happened for them. Life went on, and then 2 days ago, yeah, that's when the event happened where I was here, and then I was hanging out with two good friends, and they're still my friends, even though it got kind of chaotic, but they're good friends of mine. Well, eventually, after taking all those drugs, and then I had this one mushroom, and I saw the mushroom, and I said, "Hey, maybe my friend should take the mushroom because that'll help him out clear his thoughts." And he rejected, and they suggested that I take it, and I took it, not thinking much of it, thinking that it was just gonna be a mushroom that I take. I have to get this. So hold on. Okay, I'm back, and of course, no one's watching, and that's kind of what I expected. I took the mushroom, and then for me, I got accelerated. I got really emotional, just really hyped up, and that's what I like. I'm not hyped up right now, but when I get hyped up, I'm trying to like, um, I know I could get hyped up. When I get hyped up, I'm really clear focused. So that's kind of weird. I'm trying to find out like what does that mean? Like when I get hyped up, and then I'm just like really clear focused, and I could really explain myself in a manner that is just like boom right there. Okay, so what happened was I took the mushroom, and I was going about, and it was really exciting, and it was good. And I was standing right there, and then I have these lights, right? Okay, I have these lights, and then for those of you that don't know, like I cross dress, and I was doing that, and then all of a sudden I get these visuals. Okay, so I get these visuals, and it's like from the left to the right, and like it's almost like there's the left side and the right side, and like it's these weird, strange kind of like it's not even patterns, but it's like it's these weird colors, and it's like purple and these like weird colors, and it's like it's more upfront than my reality of this thing. So I'm like, let me explain. So I was laughing. I was laughing before the visuals came. I was laughing a lot. I was laughing a lot because the drug kind of made me laugh, just like Shum does. And then I was really like just accelerating and hyped up. And then I saw these two. I can't really explain it, but like they came from both sides, right? And it's almost like two things, uh, two sources of lights where it was like shh, and it was like purple and blue and just all these things. And it's like what like I remember when I was like 4 or 5 years old, or but I was in because my mom had me in a stroller. It was one of the earliest memories where like it was my earliest memory of fireworks, and it kind of reminded me of that, as in like being in the stroller and I saw fireworks, and it was so just like amazing, right? So I saw these things, and it's like it wasn't fireworks, but it's like it was in my room, and these were these visuals that were more real than uh what I than solid the solid thing that I'm experiencing right now. Like whatever these visuals were like it was like trans dimensional, just like. But I was still in my human senses, right? So it's almost like it was that was 4D, but I could still see my room in 3D. So I could it's a blend of both, a blend of both, where I could see those things, and but I could still see this. And then I remember that I was just so like caught up and just like amazed by those visuals, and then my friends they eventually take me to my bed because I was so like caught up with it. And then one of my friends was playing the piano because he's a pianist, and then and then and then so I was laying in my bed. I was laying in my bed right there, and then I was like just so caught up, and it was and I remember I can't say for sure, but I remember saying like this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and it was like it was just so like oh my god, like this is so amazing. This is so amazing, and like I might have cried or something because it was so amazing. Like there's nothing like what I saw. There's nothing like what I saw, and that's like the weird part because um, nothing prepared me for what I saw because it was so amazing. All these visuals, and eventually, okay, and so like my friends were like they kind of realized I was tripping, and they kind of like were guiding me in a sense, and then going in and out of these visuals, but like seeing my room and then completely not seeing my room and just with these visuals and just like so and then what happened was that so I was having that experience for like maybe a minute or two, but it felt like an eternity, or not eternity, but like a long minute. And then what happened was that I'm telling you myself, be yourself. Okay, so eventually I'm trying to think what happened. Okay, okay, those visuals. Okay, visuals, and then what happened? What happened? I'm trying to think. Well, okay. Okay, the visuals were so amazing. Okay, okay, the vision. Okay, yeah, it was like this. Okay, the visions were amazing. And then I kept going like in and out of it. Okay, and then it was really dark, and then the lights were on these LED lights. Okay, and then okay, what was time? What okay, okay, come on. What time? Okay, 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 I could see higher dimensions. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So eventually, the visuals became too so strong, and so I have to play music just like to get me. Um, so what I'm doing with this is like I'm it's gonna be weird because I'm trying to act it out. I'm trying to act out, and like the only way that I could really explain this is if I act it out. So I'm gonna do weird shit. I'm gonna do a lot of weird shit. So it's really cringe, but and it's really personal and it's really vulnerable. But I have to do it because it's the only way that I can explain it because it's gonna be like really really weird, like like I'm gonna get really vulnerable here and I have to because otherwise I can't explain it because my ego is like in the way. So I have to like really like just I'm weird to be honest, but I'm also like focused. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, I feel like more comfortable. Okay, okay, so I was gonna bring up something. Okay, so there's that. Okay, all right, okay, okay. Those are lights. Let's see, I'm gonna. I know too much. Okay. There was this thing. I'm trying to look for it. Complete hallucination. No, okay. That was. So I see. Okay, I see these lights. What I'm trying to do is like really like I'm trying to like get. I'm trying to like bring up the. Okay. I know like I look like I'm fucking psycho, I know, but like, okay, but just bear with me. I said I'm not good in front of the camera, but okay. Okay, so like I'm floating in unconsciousness. I'm on the bed, and then okay. So like these things like they overtake my like eventually like these things that I said like they were like so crazy patterns, and then I'm like, this is the most beautiful thing that I ever saw. This is the most beautiful thing that I ever saw. What, and like it's like I'm so like such an awe. Like there's no words to describe this, and it's like what is going on? You know, like I'm just like, what is this? And then okay, I'm just such in such awe and just amazing. Okay, like, and somehow okay, then I'm on my bed, I'm good, and then like and I just like, I just like, and then it takes me to a higher to or just like it takes me like so and then I'm like floating in and out of consciousness. I'm floating in the conscious, and then like I can see a little bit of this reality, but eventually the other reality is more. And when I'm in the other reality I'm less. I don't have a form. You don't have a body. You just your consciousness. You don't have a body. You're just consciousness. So and all these visuals are just like, and it's like the most amazing thing. It was the most beautiful thing that I ever seen, and nothing compared. And it was so amazing. And it's like I wish I could see that again because it was so amazing. It was really amazing, and it was on my face. Um, and then eventually, okay, so then I completely lose my sense of this reality. I completely lose my sense of this reality. I completely lose my okay, and then I'm just like I'm like really in there, and I, so I'm just like there formless, and then I just like all these visuals, and eventually for a good amount of time, and then eventually I see this form. I see this. There's this entity. Who's the name? So the visuals and the entity are the same thing. The visual and the entity are the same thing. And then the visual and entity are the same thing. And then it's all around me. So like it's like I have no form, I have no body, but like it's like I don't know if you went to like this IMAX kind of like a dome thing. It's kind of like that, but like to the 10th power. So so it feels like um I'm in this dome or just like this like I have no form, but like it's like the light show. It's just like it just okay, and then like it's all good. Like this is all like beautiful and amazing and positive and just like and then eventually okay what do we have okay so it's all beautiful and then eventually it kind of turns dark. So why does it turn dark? Okay, it turns dark because why does it turn dark? Well, okay, it turns dark because and eventually like let me turn the lights. Let me turn- okay, is there something dark? It's just like, and then a lot of things happen, but I don't know what happens first. It's like it's almost like there. I guess in a sense, like there's some things feel linear, but at the same time, some things feel like I don't know what came first. I don't know what came first. Okay, so in no particular order, these are the things that happen because I have no idea what order they came in. That's the thing because like it's almost timeless. As in like maybe okay, so I guess like there is no order because in that realm things don't happen from from left to right, from start to finish. Things happen simultaneously. It's in the fourth dimension, so there's no order. There is no order because in our dimension, we go from left to right, from start to finish. Causation. From you do one thing and it causes one. So, but in that realm, it was all mixed. So I don't know what the fuck came first. Okay. So let me say. Okay. The entity. So okay, the entity was trying to commit. It was like I was surrounded like just like I had no body and it was all just like crazy. It was mostly black, but like really crazy. Uh, really crazy, just lights or just whatever the fuck it is, like patterns, like it wasn't patterns, just like mostly like it was just like I don't know, like and then they were okay, what happened? Okay, um, and then okay, in my secrets, I do cross searching, so like fine, like this is what I'm talking about, but I do cross searching and like wait, no, okay. Um, okay. What is it? Into my notes. Entity. Entity. Okay, there was an floating in a consciousness, and it. Okay. Okay. This leave your. Okay. Oh yeah. This entity was trying to. It wasn't talking to me. There was no words, but the message was clear that it was trying to get me to leave the body. It was trying to get me to leave the body. Why would he do that? Let me see, Rick. I meet this entity, and the entity. Why can't I? Why can't I? When I was there, I could see how they manipulated this reality. I think that's what they don't want me to explain. I saw how higher dimensions manipulated this reality, and there's no way that I can prove that. There's no way that I can prove that, but I know that when I was there, I could see how higher dimensions were manipulating this reality. Is that a lie? No, that's not a lie. It's almost like I saw something that I should have not saw, and that's why I can't really speak because if I spoke on it, then I would reveal the secret or like look, that's probably not true. Like it's like I was probably like out of my mind. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that's I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to give it in terms of a objective perspective. Like there's no science behind this, but I'm just telling you what the experience was. Why is this so hard to think? Okay. What I saw is like, yeah, I saw how they manipulated this reality. And they were trying to manipulate me. But I know there's good energies, but all I experienced was like kind of like bad energies, okay? And what happened was yourself. They were trying to manipulate. They were trying to manipulate me into leaving my body. One of the ways that they tried to manipulate me to leave my body was by because it became a horrible experience. They tried to make me leave my body by giving me this calmness. By okay, just relax, you'll be okay, just relax. And I was, and I know you have to relax in DMT, but and so like I started relaxing, but like once I started to relax, I I felt that something dangerous, like as in like if I relax too much, then I was gonna die. It sounds all crazy, like I'm not even talking right. If I relax too much, then I was gonna die. So I stopped relaxing. I stopped relaxing, and then they. I'm going to get more vulnerable, and like so I was cross-dressing, and like they offered me to that they could change my sex to female, and at that point, like I had no body. I was only consciousness. So when they offered, and I love the cross dress, but I know like there's no way I could be female because I'm in no body, right? And I'll do that, right? So and they offer me like we could change your gender to female. Just agree to it, and we'll change it for you. And I felt the chakra that it's in your general. You know the chakra in your general, right? And like they were like triggering that part, and I was like, wow, you could do that. Like in my mind, like, I didn't say that, but like in my mind, like just like you could, okay, yeah, like I mean, yeah, like I'm already there. Like I have no body, so I'm not male or female. I'm just consciousness. I'm not male or female. I'm just consciousness, and that makes sense. That they could have the ability that when I come back to my body, it'll be female, and that sounded so captivating. And then I'm like, wait a minute, no. If I change to female, that means I would be dead as a male. There's no way. I mean, well, that means like, yeah, because like, if I could have the experience of being female, but that means I like this body would be terminated. So I'm not gonna take that risk. I know it. I know it's a trick that they want me to leave my body. That's why they want me to be comforted. That's why they want me to be okay with leaving my body. I'm like, wait, no. Because like, if I become female, that means I'm gonna be dead because I'm a male. Even though I love cross dressing, in fact, like the whole thing is like, I think in the past life, like I don't. I'm Catholic, but like I believe like in the past life I was female, and then maybe I died at an early age. That's why I have this I'm compelled to cross dress like that. So I was gonna fall into that, but then I realized no, they're just tricking me. They're just they want me to do my body because they want me to die for some reason. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I felt no positive like. I mean, it was positive in the beginning, and then like, okay, oh no, 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 like no, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And then like, okay, like, and I sat back, and then like I wake up, and then my friends are gone. My friends are there, two friends, and then now they're gone. I don't know where they went. I have to talk to them. So they left, and then like I'm in my room, and then let me take another piss. So when I wake up, I'm in my bed, and no one's there, and then I'm trying to shake it off, and then I take a cold shower with my clothes on. I take a cold shower with my clothes on. I'm trying to shake it off, and like, but I still can't. Like, I'm floating in and out of consciousness. I take a cold shower with my clothes on, and then I try to shake it off, and then it doesn't work. So like that was real. Like actually, like my clothes were wet, and like I know, like I actually went to the shower, and then what happened was like I was so really I was really um I was floating in and out of that state. I was floating so like I know that whatever, even though I thought I died, I know that whatever I did, it whatever I did, it will make me look like a madman. So as much as I wanted to just like run out the door and just go to the streets and say, hey, like someone help me, like call 911 or something, um, I knew that I was gonna look like a fucking crazy person. So that was a dilemma, right? So like I could ask for help, but if I ask for help, I'm gonna get locked up in the loony bin. So I couldn't ask for help. I took a cold shower. Luckily, no one saw me. No one saw me. My brother's here, and no one saw me. And then I took a cold shower, and then I try to sleep it off. I just like, okay, just sleep. Okay, like, and it's like okay, it's like okay, I sleep, and then I can't sleep, and then it doesn't work. I can't sleep it off, and it feels like I'm sleeping for like maybe like 5-10 minutes. Who knows how long it was, but I try to sleep it off, and then like I give up. I can't sleep, and then because I'm just floating in and out of that state, and I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm. In fact, I'm not like okay, like I'm floating in between having a body and not having a body, and then eventually it's just like I said, like it's not linear. So like at a certain point, like let me talk about the abyss. So I went to the abyss, or like There was all blackness. Nothing was there. It sounds crazy, but like nothing was there. Nothing was there. It was just all blackness. It was just like, and then blackness, darkness, and then blackness. Okay, and then I'm there, and then like this is where they really like. So I feel like the chakra in the private parts, and then like this is where like oh like this is gonna sound weird and fucked up, but I'm touching my penis and I'm like oh okay like somehow like it's like oh like I have a penis okay like the only thing that confuses that is the penis, you know. So I'm like okay I feel that. I don't feel anything else. Everything else is black, but I just feel my penis, and then okay um blackness. And then okay, so I'm fighting to just like okay, like so like yeah, like I'm when I'm fighting, it's like I could rest it out, but like if I rest, I will die. So I have to fight so I could remain me. Because I know like if I rest, if I take it like they say don't go to the white light because if you go to the white light, you're gonna die. So I'm you know, and but also I know that you're supposed to be calm when you're on DMT. So like it's a paradox that if I'm calm, I'm gonna die because I have bad entities. But also, if I'm tripping out, I'm gonna die because my heart rate is accelerating. So like, there's no way out of it. Like it's a lose game. If I'm calm, I die. If I'm too accelerated, my heart attack or you know. So like I'm just feeling like and then okay. So what happened was like and then like eventually so I do the most mundane thing. I go to my computer and it's like I go to my computer. No, a worse part was like I'm trying to scream for help, but I can't because like if I act crazy, then and if this is real, if I'm really here, then I'm gonna get like fucking locked up because like I'm just running around naked and shit. And if it's not real, then I'm gonna die. So so all my manic episode, I keep it confined within the bathroom that's here and my room. So I don't want to go to the streets because like if they catch me, then they're gonna lock me up. So I keep it so like it's like yeah like what's worse like okay like this is real and then you're locked up or this is not real. I mean no this is not real and you're locked up and this is or this is real and you actually die. So like I'm fighting between those two states of mind. And I'm happy okay like so like and then so like I do the most mundane thing. I go to my computer and I try to log in my computer and like it takes me like maybe a long time to log into my computer and eventually I do. But like but and then like so what happened was like I felt like so no, like I couldn't ask for help. I was here alone and it's like I felt like I was a ghost. I was a ghost in my room. Like it felt like I had already like they were trying to convince me that I had already died. But all the things I did was real. Like I took a shower. I was really logging into my computer, and then like they were trying to say, like, oh, like no, you're a ghost. You're always like it's like the sixth sense. The sixth sense. You're a ghost. You you're a ghost. You have you're in a limbo. You're in afterlife. Like you're already dead. They that's what the mindset was like I'm trying to like even though like my room is perfectly clear, my room like I could see like not everything, but like I'm half here and half there, and I'm trying to log my computer. I'm like okay, like fine, like what's the most boring shit that I could do? And I was like so like okay, focus on like so I log in my computer and I open it and I check my emails. I'm like and I'm just like fine, just check your emails because like if you were dead then what's the most like stupid fucking boring shit that you could do and which I hate like check emails, right? Like okay like and because like they're trying to like give you a trip out experience, but like if you just do the most mundane shit, like check emails, and it's like, how can it really scare you? It's like, if you're bored in that trip, then that means that you're real. Because in that trip, it's all like they're trying to convince you that you're dead. They're trying to convince you that you're dead, and it's like, because, so like I try to like stable, like, ground myself by checking my emails, by going on the computer, and then like, but and then like, I'm like, okay, and it works for a little bit, but not completely. And then I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm just like trying to like, it's not working, it's not working. Like, I'm still tripping out. And then let's see what else is there. Um, yeah, so like, and so at some point it's like, yeah, like like I'm convinced that I am dead, that I'm a ghost, that I'm already dead, because just the way it looks, because like no one's here helping me, and it feels like I'm a ghost trying to come back to life, and just like not. It feels like I'm a ghost that is not aware that it's dead, but like, oh, like, holy shit, like I've been here for like a long time, and like I'm trying to, I'm doing things that would make me alive, but like I'm dead. I'm a ghost in my own room. And then okay, yeah, I went to the black state Nirvana. I don't know. Let me see. And then eventually, okay, I just go back to bed. I feel like, okay, I go back to bed, and then eventually, okay. So what happened was like, okay, like I have the urge to pee. Oh, like, oh, yeah. So like, it's like I slowly like I back and forth, try to have the. I'm fighting to feel my body, because like it's like I feel my body a little bit, and then no, and then so like I'm fighting to be back in my own body. I'm fighting so hard, so because I don't want to die. And then eventually, like, okay, like it gets to the point where like I'm just in the bed, and like, and I have to pee. I'm like, okay, like, fine, if I'm like, fine, like, if I'm dead, then just pee in the bed. Like, why the fuck does it matter? And then eventually, okay, like I pee in the bed just a little bit. I'm like, okay, fine. Oh, I'm alive. I'm alive. And like I'm so floating in and out. And then like, okay, fine. Um, and then okay, like I'm not dead. I'm alive, but I'm still fighting. And then I go to the bathroom, yeah, and just pee. And then what else? Yeah, like I slowly come back. And I guess that's about it. I don't know what to make of it.